What's up, family? What's up? Man, wait for some of you to come in. I know this is on scheduled live, but man, I want to jump on and have a real heart-to-heart with you guys about a couple things. What's up? What's up? I don't know if you can see me real good. It seems like I'm kind of dark. I'm gonna move my camera. Get some more light or something. There we go. What's up, family? What's up? I know that this is unscheduled, but man, I want to jump on and have a real heart-to-heart with you guys about a couple things. So, man, I'm waiting for a couple of you to come on in and get started. Happy Monday to you guys. Man, we made it through the weekend. What's up, Lamont? You good, bro? Man, family. What's up? What's up? Man, I'm back out here in nature again. You know, this is what we do. This is how we do. It's real beautiful out today. It's about maybe 48, 49 degrees. I'm about to go hit the gym after I do this. All good, fam. That's good. Fam, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey, I want to talk to you guys about beliefs today. Beliefs. You know, it's crazy because, first and foremost, hey, if you've paid through like CashApp, I had somebody hit me up on CashApp, send some money for a session. Hey, I don't know how to get hold of you. You know what I mean? I don't know how to schedule the appointment with you. So anytime you schedule an appointment through me, if you don't go through my website, ElijahAmmi.com, and you just send me money through like CashApp, Venmo, or PayPal, man, please send me a text. Please send me a text or through Messenger, through Instagram, shoot me an email at ElijahAmmi@gmail.com. Let me know it's you and your PayPal, Cash App, whatever your name is, so that I know how to get a hold of you to schedule the appointment, okay? That being said, man, we're gonna talk about beliefs. Beliefs. Man, family, it's crazy because I hear so many people talking about they believe in God, you know? So many people talk about they believe in God. And yet when you look at their life and you look at their actions, it's like, you know what I mean? Do you really believe in God? You know? And one of the things that God had to work with me on, again, I'm not preaching, I'm not about any of that stuff, okay? We're just having a heart to heart. I remember God talking to me a lot about, man, Elijah, you say you believe me, but man, you really don't. And that kind of stung because it's like, God, I'm willing to die for you. And I remember as a kid, I remember telling God, man, 6-year-old kid, man, God, I want to die for you, you know, because I remember when the Bible verse that they used to tell us all the time, no greater love that a man has for his friend to lay down his life, you know, for his friend. And so my thought process as this 6-year-old kid is, man, God, I want to die for you. Man, God, let me die for you. Let me show you how much I love you. Let me show you how much I'm willing to go all the way with you. Man, let me die for you. You know, and I was dead serious. You know what I mean? What 6-year-old kid talks like that? I was a different breed. You know what I mean? A different breed. And God was like, man, Elijah, I'm not asking you to die for me. You know what I mean? And that's what he's telling me. It's like, we just had this conversation the other day. It's like, Elijah, I never asked you to die for me. I never want you to die for me. Dying is easy. Can you live for me? Can you believe in me? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Man, I just lost my brother. I just lost my wife. How the hell are you going to tell me that dying is easy? You know what I mean? My brother didn't want to leave. He had colon cancer. And the next year, my wife had breast cancer. She wasn't talking about leaving. She didn't want to go. How are you going to tell me that dying is easy? And what he had to show me was, Elijah, death comes to everything. Death comes to everyone. That's normal process of life. You don't have to do anything to die. You're going to die regardless of what you do. Everything is going to die at some point. Elijah, everything doesn't reach its full potential though. So you have a choice. You could live and say that you're living, and all that you're really doing is existing. See, in order to live, you got to be connected. In order to live, you got to be plugged in. In order to live, you got to be tapped into me. In order to reach your full potential, there's certain things you got to do that most people ain't capable of doing. Most people choose not to do. Most people think that, man, all you got to do is just get up and you're living. Just wake up in the morning and you're living. That's all living is. That's not living. That's just existing. In order to live and reach your full potential, man, that's something totally different. That's something totally different. And in order to do that, man, family, you have to be willing to go against the grain. You got to be willing to do what other people ain't willing to do. Most people ain't willing to stand up and go against the grain. Most people ain't willing to stand up and be the oddball out. Most people ain't willing to stand up and be looked at as being weird. But are you willing to believe God? See, we talk about belief. We talk about faith. Whether you say God, whether you say universe, whether you say, the Most High, whatever you say, it don't matter. You have to believe in something. You have to understand that there's powers greater than you. And you have to tap into that power. One of the things that I had to learn was that we all believe something. This is not going to be a long video. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go to the gym. We all believe in something. Every single one of us, we believe in something. Every single one of us. And the trip is, the great majority of us will believe in negative crap before we believe in positive stuff. We'll believe some negative stuff about somebody before we believe the positive stuff about them. We'll believe stupid stuff said about us, but we won't believe that we could reach our full potential. We won't believe that, man, we came here to make a difference. We won't believe that, man, I came here to have a positive impact, not just on my life, on my family's life, and on the community's life, and on my nation's life, and on the life of this planet. I came here for that purpose. You came here for that purpose. But we won't believe that. We don't believe that. But we believe all the stupid stuff that our family and our friends, quote unquote friends, told us about us. We believe the fact that, man, you're a drunk and you're always going to be a drunk. Man, you're a bum, you're always going to be a bum. Man, you're stupid, you're fat, you're ugly, you're this, you're that. We'll believe all this negative crap. But we won't believe that God loves us. We'll hear that God loves us. We'll understand that God loves us. But we won't believe that we're worthy of love. We won't believe that we're worthy of being accepted. Because we'll go looking for all that stuff. We'll do stupid stuff looking for all that stuff. We want everybody to validate us. We want everybody to give us attention. We want everybody to recognize us and to appreciate us and to value us. And so the majority of us will do stupid stuff just to get that attention. We'll do stupid stuff looking for all of that attention, never realizing that we're already loved, never realizing that we're already capable of being all that we came here to be. All that we've ever needed in life is already within us. But because we don't believe that we're worthy, because we don't believe that we're capable of being that person, we never develop into being that person. Oh, we could be ratchet as hell. We could be thugged out. You know what I mean? We could be as hood as you want to be. We could be as ghetto, fabulous as you want to be. But we never think that we could be spiritual, be righteous, be powerful, be magical, be mystical, be a true healer. And not just a healer in, man, I got this title, I'm a healer because I'm an empath. I'm a healer because I'm intuitive. I'm a healer because of this and all this, because that's a fad now. That's a fad. Just like chosen ones is a fad. Everyone's a chosen one now. You know what I mean? And they don't even understand what chosen ones mean. But that's the latest thing. And I guarantee you, in a couple years, it's going to be a new thing, a new saying. Ain't nobody gonna be calling themselves chosen ones no more. We're gonna be something else. Y'all gonna be something else, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, family. Our attention span is shot. We jump on everything, the latest thing. Man, family, do you believe? Do you believe? And when you believe, man, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. There's a story in the Bible that talks about the Tower of Babel, that talks about these people. And they didn't even worship God or anything like that, all right? These people, they just want to build this building to reach the heavens. Stay with me. They got together and they started building this building to reach into the heavens. Understand that at that time, everybody spoke the same language. At that time, everybody was communicating with each other. Everybody was on one accord. Everybody was in agreement. Man, we could build this building and go to the throne of heaven. We could touch the heavens if we work together. Stay with me. We could touch the heavens. We can enter heaven if we work together. They were all in accordance. They all believed that. And they built this building in order to do that. And while they were building this building, God was like, oh, hell no. Nah. You know what I mean? No. In order to come to my throne, you're going to have to do some work. In order to come to my throne, it's not about you building these superficial buildings. You got to do some real work. And the real work, and the red-tailed hawk is like, yeah, said, the real work is not about you building superficial stuff. The real work is you doing it internally. The real work is you working on your mental capacity, your mental thoughts, what you believe. That's the real work. But so many of us, we try to do other stuff. Man, I got to build this career. I got to build my name. I got to build my reputation. I got to get yoked up. I got to work for this company. I got to get this education. I got to do all this superficial stuff. And what God did was God was like, oh, no. Y'all missed the point. Y'all missed it. Because you missed it, man, look at what these people, man, they're working on one accord. They're united. They're a united front. Man, I got to do something. And so what God did at that time was like, man, bye y'all. Everybody started speaking a totally different language. And so they couldn't understand each other. And because they couldn't understand each other, they could no longer work with each other. And so everybody stopped working on the building because they couldn't understand each other. They couldn't work with each other. And so everybody went off to their own little different ways with people that spoke their language. Stay with me. What do you believe? I'm not asking if you believe the Bible. That's irrelevant. What do you believe? Do you believe that you're good enough? Do you believe that you can accomplish anything and everything that you came here for? See, because when you believe that, nothing can stop you from accomplishing that. The problem is we don't believe that. We say we do, but we really don't. The problem is we say that we love ourselves, but we really don't. Because we really don't believe that we're worthy of love. We want people to love us, but we really don't believe that we're worthy to be loved. We want people to respect us and to cherish us and to value us. But we really don't believe that we deserve those things. And we don't do those things for ourselves because we really don't believe it. See, the trip is we all have choices. We all have choices. Every day you make choice. Every day. You're always making a choice. Always. You're making a choice whether you're going to exercise. You're making a choice whether you're going to live right. You're making a choice whether you're going to eat healthy. You're making a choice whether you're going to go to work. You're making a choice whether you're going to get on social media. You're making a choice whether you're going to communicate with this person or not. You're making a choice what you're going to eat. You're making a choice what you're going to wear. You're making a choice everything. What you're going to watch on TV. What you're going to watch on Netflix. You're always making choices. You're always making choices. Why do you make the choice you make? See, we'll make choices unconsciously, not even understanding why we make those choices. We make these choices because they stem from our beliefs. We have these certain beliefs about us and about life, and we don't even realize that we have these beliefs about us. And so we go out and we're just haphazardly making all these choices, all these decisions in life. Not even understanding that we're making choices and decisions, and not even truly understanding the impact that these choices and decisions are going to have on the rest of our life. And so we say that we believe in God. We say that we believe in this, that, and all this other stuff, but our actions contradict what we say we believe. If you believe that you're a queen, if you believe that you're a king, why do you do peasant ass shit? What do I mean by that? Why do you get caught up in stupid drama? Why do you get caught up in arguing and fighting with people about opinions in their belief system? If you're a true king and queen, why do you allow people to disrespect you? Why do you allow people to mistreat you? Why do you allow people to talk down to you and to call you outside your name and call you hoes and bees and skanks and punks and all these other terms? If you are a true king or queen, why do you waste so much time doing stupid, insignificant things? If you're a true king or queen, why aren't you busy being productive in regards to reaching your full potential and doing what you came here to do? If you are a true king or queen, why are you so distracted? Why are you so distracted? See, because you got to understand, with a king and a queen, man, they're responsible for a kingdom. They're responsible for a whole general area. They're responsible for everything that goes on within this certain vicinity. See, so many of us, we want to talk like we're kings and queens, but we don't live like kings and queens. We don't think like kings and queens. If you're a king or queen, why don't you have healthy boundaries? See, a king and a queen understand the land that they're responsible for. They understand their boundaries. They understand how far their kingdom goes. They understand everything that's within their palace, everything that's within their kingdom. If you're a true king and queen, how come you don't have any boundaries? How come you don't have healthy boundaries? The truth is, because you don't believe that you're king or queen. You want to be, but you really don't believe that. See, because the thing is, you have to learn how to be a king. You have to learn how to be a queen. And so many of us, we just pick up a title. Because again, that's the latest fad. That's the latest thing. You know what I mean? I see everybody calling themselves a king, so I'm a king. I see everybody calling themselves a queen, so I'm a queen. And you ain't never learned how to be a king. You ain't never learned how to be a queen. And every good king, every great queen has learned how to be a king, has learned how to be a queen. And so they had to sit at the feet of people to teach them. They had to sit back and observe. They had to be a student. They had to have advisors around them. People that was going to look out for their best interests. People that were looking out for the best interests of the kingdom. Who's influencing you? Who's in your ear? Who's been in your ear? Who's leading you astray? Who's filling your head up with a bunch of foolishness? Who's distracting you and taking your mind off what you're supposed to be focused on? See, the problem is we don't understand what we are. We don't understand who we are. We don't understand why we're here. And that question has been asked since the beginning of time. Who am I? Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? And because we don't know that, man, we're all over the place. We're all over the place. We're experimenting with this. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're doing all this other stuff. Because we never taken the time to sit down, connect with God, and say, man, God, who do you say that I am? God, my family told me that I wasn't nothing. My family told me I was stupid. My family told me I was useless. My family told me I wouldn't amount to anything. My family told me this. My family told me that. My ex-friends told me this. My ex-husband told me that. My ex-wife told me this. All these people told me I wasn't crap. My country tells me that I ain't crap. God, what do you say that I am? Who do you say that I am? God, who do you say? What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? We believe all this crap that they told us. And then we say that we believe in God. We believe all this stupid stuff that we've heard. But we say that, man, God is all powerful. God is all knowing. God is all present. Stay with me for a second. Let's just look at that for a second. If God, the universe, Chi, love, the Most High, whatever you call it, if it's all present, if it's all knowing, if it's all powerful, and I believe that it is, don't get it twisted. I believe that God is all present. I believe that God is omniscient, all knowing. I believe that God is omnipresent everywhere at the same time. And when you say that you believe that, you have to understand, wait a minute. If God is all knowing, he knows the past, the present, and the future. That means that I need to be connected to God in order to do what I came here to do. It means that God knows everything. Everything. So why would I listen to all these people? And I know that they're messed up. I know they've made mistakes. I know they're not perfect. Why would I listen to all these people and not listen to God? Stay with me. If God is everywhere at the same time, and man, I said this to some church people, and man, I pissed them off. I said, hold on, wait a minute. You make it sound like God is more present in your church house than he is in the whole house. You make it sound like God is more present in your church building than he is in the crack house, than he is in the White House. But if God is omniscient, if God is omnipresent, then that means that God is in the White House just as much as he's in your house. God is in the crack house just as much as he's in the whole house. If God is not in the whole house, then that means that God ain't everywhere all the time. If God ain't in the whole house, that means he don't see what's taking place in the whole house. That means that he can't be omniscient. He can't be all-knowing. Man, they was pissed when I told them that. But it is what it is. It's the truth. You know what I mean? We have to grow up. We have to stop thinking that we could put God in a box. As if we have the power to put God in a box. So, if God is all-knowing, if God is everywhere, if God is all powerful, why do I keep aligning myself with people that I know ain't got power? Why do I keep aligning myself with people that speaking negativity and toxic crap and curses over my life? Why do I keep believing that garbage? That I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm ugly, I won't amount to nothing, I'm a failure, I'm a deadbeat, I'm like my daddy, I'm like my crazy mama, and da 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 da. We believe all that negative crap. But God is saying, no. God is saying, you're loved. You are loved. You are powerful. You are magical. You are mystical. There's something about you that, man, you could do whatever you want to do. There's something about you, man, you came here to change the world. That's what God is telling us. But we don't believe that. Because it's not in alignment with all the crap we've heard. It's not in alignment with all the crap we feel about ourselves. All the crap that we believe about ourselves. And so we say we believe God until he contradicts us. We believe God until he tells us that we're not ugly. Until he tells us that we are smart. Until he tells us that we are beautiful. Until he tells us that we are powerful. Until he tells us that we came here to change the world. Until he tells us, man, you're loved. What do you believe? What do you believe? We'll get on TV, all right, on social media, and we'll believe all these other people. We'll believe all this other foolishness. We'll believe all this crap that people are spewing, right? We believe it. We buy it. Hook, line, and sinker. But then God will tell us, He'll whisper in our ear, come spend some time with me. Oh, no, God, I rebuke that. I remember growing up, God was telling me to do some stuff. And I knew it was God, but I didn't want to believe that it was God. Stay with me. I knew it was God. What's the emerging timelines? I knew it was God, but I didn't want to hear what he had to say. And because I didn't want to hear what he had to say, man, I'm rebuking it. Man, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I'm going in. You know what I mean? I was going in. I'm rebuking God because he told me to do something I didn't want to do. I'm rebuking God because I didn't want to accept and embrace what he told me. Because it didn't align with what I wanted to do. It didn't align with what I believed. And so I'm rebuking the Most High. I'm rebuking God Almighty. I'm rebuking God who knows everything. Because I didn't want to believe what he said. I didn't want to accept what he said. Man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. And the trip is, we put people on the pedestal of God. I'm going to say that again. We put people on the pedestal of God. I had a young lady that I was dating. And man, I told her, it's like, man, you can't date me and keep this dude in your life from the past. No, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? We're not doing that. We could start this and we could build and we can accomplish some stuff together. But you can't take me and have your past. Y'all can do what you want to do. But me, no, I don't get down like that. If you with me, then I need to know that you with me. I don't need to be like, man, is she with me today and she with him tonight? Is she with me today and she with him tomorrow? Is she with me today but she with him this morning? I ain't got time for that. If you with me, then you with me. In the conversation. In the conversation. And so I'm telling this young lady, you can't keep this dude in your life. You can call him your best friend, whatever you want to call him. You can't keep him in your life and then be with me. We're talking about choices. We all got choices to make. And so she chose to keep this dude. Cool. Deuces. Peace. See ya. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at you. Do you? And then she told me that I broke her heart because I walked away. Stay with me. We're talking about choices. I told her from the gate, I don't get down like this. I told her from the gate, this was my line in the sand. I told her from the gate, man, I'm not playing games. I know what I want. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm about. I ain't got time for foolishness. I ain't got time for distractions. Either you're going to be with me and we're going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off, or we just go our separate ways. But you can't play both fences. You can't play both sides. You know what I mean? And so she was pissed off because she felt like I gave her an ultimatum. And I was like trying to explain to her, life is about choices. You got ultimatums all day, every day. You don't see them as ultimatums. We're still talking about choices and what you believe. Stay with me. And so I had to explain to her, like, look, you can't sit here and say that you're going to get in shape and refuse to exercise and refuse to eat right. You can't get in shape not eating right and not exercising. You choose. If you're going to get in shape, there's certain things you got to do in a conversation. You can't say that you're going to get sober and still hang out with a bunch of dope heads and still pop pills and still get drunk. You have ultimatums all day, every day. Now, I'd explain to her. It's like saying that you're going to serve God or you're going to serve the devil. You're going to have to choose one or the other. You got to choose sides. You can't ride this thing right down the middle talking about, well, I'm worshiping God right now, but tonight when it goes dark, man, me and the devil, we're going to do. You know what I mean? Well, you can't do that in life. You're going to have to pick and choose. You're going to have to pick and choose. It is what it is. Grow up. And see, we want to feel entitled to have choices. But then we want to be able to control how those choices, the repercussions of those choices. See, we want the freedom to be able to do whatever the hell we want to do. But we don't want to feel like we have to pay the price for the choices we made. Especially when it don't work out like we planned. When it don't work out like we planned, now we want to play the victim. Now we want to act like we got hurt and things ain't fair and woo-woo. No, you understood from the gate. You had a choice. You had a choice. Same thing in life. Man, you have a choice. You could keep believing all that stupid stuff that they told you, or you could get in alignment with God and say, man, God, who am I? What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to? What do you want me to do, God? And again, when I'm talking about God, I'm not talking about religion. Because religion will have you messed up. I'm not talking about religion. You can't reach your full potential and be all that you came here to be and still hate yourself and still feel like you ain't crap and still feel like you're the worst thing. You know what I mean? Walking on that planet. You can't do both. You can't love yourself and hate yourself at the same time. You have to make a choice. You can't love life and be so happy with life and be depressed at the same time. It's impossible. Impossible. You have to make a choice. We have to grow up. We have to grow up emotionally. We have to grow up and understand that, man, we don't have this thing figured out like we thought we did. Man, all this crap that I used to believe, I understand now that, man, it wasn't right. It wasn't right. And that's cool. I learned some things because of that. Now I have to move on. Now I have to grow up. See, women, guys, you could believe in somebody and hook up with somebody. And you could believe that, man, this is the best person for you in the whole wide world. And many of you have gone through this situation. You hooked up with a dude, you hooked up with a woman, and you thought she was the one. Man, I'm cutting everybody off because this is the one. Man, I'm getting rid of my black book. I'm cleaning my phone out. I'm getting rid of all the pictures. Man, I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm done. This is the one. This is the one. And you do everything in your power to show them that they're the one. You believe that they're the one. Nothing anybody say to you can convince you that they're not the one. You believe it with every fiber of your being that she's the one, that he's the one. This is your soulmate. This is your twin flame. And they start doing stuff to reveal to you who they really are. And in the beginning, you don't want to see it. In the beginning, you're getting all these red flags, but I don't see that. If I don't see it, then it ain't true. If I don't really hear it and pay attention to it and accept it, then it ain't really true. So we convince ourselves to believe. We convince ourselves that this is the one. And so the fact that they're lying to you, the fact that they've been deceptive, the fact that they're doing some shiesty shit, nobody's perfect and everybody makes mistakes and I got to give them. No, that's God. That's the universe. That's source. That's the most high. That's love trying to get you to open up your eyes and understand that, man, I believe this person. I bought into everything that they were saying. I bought into the fact that, man, I was willing to sell everything for this person. I was willing to go all out for this person. And I was wrong. I was wrong. See, so many of us, we have too much pride to be able to say, man, I was wrong. Man, I made a bad choice. Man, I shouldn't have sacrificed my relationship for this person over here. Man, I shouldn't have sacrificed the love of my life with this woman that's had my back, and this woman that treated me like a king, this woman that put me on this pedestal and that worshiped me and loved me, and I threw it all away for a one night stand. I threw it all away for somebody that really don't matter to me. I threw it all away for something that's really insignificant. I threw it all away for something that don't matter. But at the time, I built this thing up like it was everything. At the time, I believed that this was cool. At the time, I believed that this was legit. And so I built this thing up, this fling, this other relationship, whatever it is, this alter ego. I built this up into something that was make believe, pretend. But I convinced myself that it was bigger and it was more important than what it really was. And so now that I've lost this relationship over here, I see this for what it really is. Now that this person who, man, I truly do love, man, now that this person who's treated me like, man, like nobody's ever treated me, now that this person has walked away, I see this over here for what it really is. I believe this. I bought into this. And look at what it's cost me. What are your beliefs costing you? What are your choices costing you? What's up, baby Grizz? What are your choices costing you? See, we make decisions all day, every day. I tell you guys all the time, we're always manifesting. We're always manifesting. What are you manifesting? See, you're manifesting what you believe. Just because you believe something doesn't mean it's legit. Just because you believe something doesn't mean that it's true. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to understand, man, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And just because I'm not perfect, man, I have to make sure that I get in alignment with the one thing that is perfect. I have to humble myself and understand that, man, left to my own devices, left to my own thought process, left to my own belief system, I'm going to fuck up some shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to make a mess out of some stuff. And it's not even intentional. I don't intend to make mistakes. I don't intend to screw up stuff. It's just what we do. It's human nature. Why? To get us to humble ourselves, to get us to say, man, I keep screwing up. I keep messing up. I keep making wrong choices. Why? Because I'm not in alignment. Man, let me get in alignment with God. Let me walk in the power that God has given me. Let me walk in the authority that I have with the help of God. But because we don't do that, we're going to keep messing up. Because we don't do that, because we think we got this all figured out, and because we believe what we want to believe, man, we're going to keep screwing up. We're going to keep screwing up. And we're going to keep failing and falling. Why? Because God, the Most High, is trying to get us to understand you can't do this by yourself. But we want to believe that, man, all I got to do is just believe in me and just believe that I can do anything. No, you can't. You believed all that crap and look at where it's gotten you. Brokenhearted, left, frustrated, at rock bottom. And you've gone through all that you've gone through. Why? Because God loves you so much. Source, the universe, the Most High loves you so much. And they're trying to teach you a lesson. And the lesson is, man, humble yourself. Get connected to me. Get connected with me. Family, when you think about it, It's not even logical. It's not even logical why we're not connected to God. That makes absolutely no sense. And see, here's the trick. So many of us think because we're religious that we're connected to God. And we keep making the same stupid mistakes that we've always made. Because we ain't really grown up. We haven't changed anything. You know what I mean? But here's the trick though. God is all powerful. God is all knowing. God is everywhere. So why wouldn't I tap into that? Why wouldn't I plug into that? It's like somebody just sent a message on crypto. Man, I invest in crypto. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. I invest in crypto too. I invest in the stock market. All right. But here's the trick. You could do what you want to do. But if you're connected to the right people, if you're connected to the right source, if you're connected to the right information, change the game. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. It's like, man, I could go to the gym all day long. And when you first start out exercising and you don't really know what you're doing, man, you're going and you're getting in shape and you're doing the best that you could do. But once you hook up with somebody that knows a lot more than you, you hook up with somebody that, man, they've been where you at and they're able to teach you some stuff. You're connected to the right thing now. You're connected to the right person now. And man, now they're able to help you take your workout to a whole nother level. But see, the problem is the great majority of us, we don't hook up with people like that. The great majority of us, we hook up with people on our level. We hook up with people that know less than we do. We hook up with people that ain't got crap. We believe all this foolishness of people because we've been connected to them in our past. And just because you've been connected to them in your past doesn't mean that you have to stay connected to them. Man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. Doggy coin, I seen that. Yeah, I'm invested in that. We have to grow up. We have to understand that we don't know it all. We have to understand that, man, we're going to be humbled. You can humble yourself or you can allow God to humble you. You can humble yourself or you can allow source to humble you. You can humble yourself or you can allow nature to humble you. But either way it goes, you're going to be humbled. You're going to be humbled. The only difference is the price you're going to have to pay. See, because as a lot of us have kids, and when your kid do what you tell them to do right off the bat, it's like, man, okay, I'll do a lot more for you, man, because you're doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? You're doing what you're supposed to do. Man, I commend you. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Man, we praise them. Whoop-de-whoop. Man, they're doing what they're supposed to do. But then you have this hard-headed, rebellious kid, like I was. You can't tell me shit. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm not paying attention. I heard what you said, but I'm going to do it my way. You know what I mean? And so my thing was, man, can't nobody tell me nothing. And couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Man, I had to get my tail beat a whole lot. I got beat a lot. Stay with me. And because I had to get beat a lot, the pain and suffering I went through was more than what everybody else in the house went through. Stay with me. Everybody else in the house didn't get as many whippings as I did. I got more whippings than all the other kids in the house put together. It was 5 of us. I got more whippings than the other 4 put together. And then some. Why? Because I was hard-headed. Because I thought I knew it all. And because couldn't nobody tell me nothing. And because I was so hard-headed. Because I was so rebellious. Because I was so stubborn. I couldn't do a lot of things that the other ones could do. Why? Because I was on punishment. I was restricted because I couldn't be trusted. And so we look at God and it's like, okay, wait a minute. We want to do what we want to do, but then we want God to just give us free access to everything. We want to do what we want to do, but then we expect to just throw up our hands and expect and say, I'm going to pray about it and I'm going to fast about it and everything going to work out for me and I'm going to get what I want to get because, man, I just prayed. I just paid tithes and offering. I just went to church and all I had to do was name it and claim it. And God is supposed to just, boom, give me what I want. Give me my heart's desire. And you don't realize That's not how life goes. That's not how life works. That's not how God works. See, so many of us, we got God in this little genie bottle, and we want to rub the bottle and make our 3 wishes, make our 3 demands. And then when we're done with God, we want to put them back in the bottle, throw the bottle on the shelf until we're ready for them again. Until we got some more wishes, so we got some more demands. And then we want to pull out the bottle again. Okay, God, whoop, whoop, whoop. Boom. I command, I demand, I want this, this, and that. Okay, I'm done with you. Going over here again. But we don't want to grow up. We don't want to do the work. And we believe that we're entitled to treat God like he's a sugar daddy. We believe that we're entitled to treat God like he's a genie just waiting around to give us our 3 wishes. You believe that you could do what you want to do in life and everybody just be cool with that. You believe you can act a fool. You could do whatever you want to do. And everybody just got to sit back and accept it and embrace the fact that you've grown and you can do what you want to do. You are grown. You are grown. And because you're a human being, I still love you. But it doesn't mean I have to deal with you. It doesn't mean I have to conversate with you. It doesn't mean I have to allow you within my vicinity. Because I don't allow people in my vicinity if I can't trust them. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're talking about. If I can't trust you, you can't be around me in a conversation. I accept the fact that you're entitled to be who you want to be. I accept the fact that you are who you are. I still love you, but I'm going to love you from a distance. I still hope the best for you, but I'm not allowing your negativity and your foolishness to come around me and mine. I'm not allowing what I'm doing to be corrupted and tainted by your foolishness. So you can't be in my circle. It's not that I think I'm all of that. I'm just not allowing you with your foolishness to come over here. I don't care what you think about me. We all have choices to make. Every single one of us, every day, we're going to make a choice, a lot of choices. My hope and prayer is that you understand why you make the choices you make. Why do you make the decisions you do? If you know that, man, drinking ain't good for you because you can't handle your alcohol and, man, it's messing up your body, why do you keep doing it? If you know and believe that smoking ain't good for you, why do you keep doing it? If you know that, man, you suck at picking men, you suck at picking relationships, why do you keep doing it? See, we have to grow up. We have to grow up emotionally. We have to understand, man, there's some things about me that, man, I really don't like. You know what I mean? I keep messing up. I keep screwing up. Why do I mess up these things? Why do I make these poor choices? What is it about me that makes me keep making these poor choices? What is it about me that makes me keep jumping in these toxic relationships? What is it about me that makes me keep popping these pills and doing all this stuff that I don't really want to do anymore? If I know I have a sex issue, you know what I mean? And please understand what I'm about to say. You don't have a sex issue. You don't have a sex issue. You have some underlying things, and that sex problem, that sex quote unquote addiction is just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the end result. It's the symptoms of underlying problems. It's symptoms of underlying problems. And so if I know that I have this thing in regards to women or in regards to men, why do I keep putting myself out there like that? Why do I keep entertaining that stuff? See, we don't want to grow up. But then we want to expect and demand that everybody else grow up. We want to expect and demand that everybody else treat us like a queen, even though you don't act like a queen, even though you don't talk like a queen. You want everybody to treat you like a king, but you ain't really king material. You don't conduct yourself like a king, worthy of being respected, worthy of being valued, worthy of being cherished, worthy of being followed. But you want to pop your collar and act like you're a king. And then we get mad at people because they don't believe what we believe. See, we believe we're queen and king, even though we do trampish stuff, even though we do some shiesty, conniving crap, even though we ain't trustworthy. But then we want to demand and expect everybody else to treat us like a queen, like a king, like we royalty. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. My hope and prayer is, man, that we come to the realization of who we are, that we grow up emotionally, and that we get connected with God so that we could do the work and understand our subconscious thoughts, our shadow work. And the shadow work, man, people want to be enlightened. People want their third eye open. People want their kundalini arisen. We want all these things. We want to be anointed. We want all this stuff, but we don't want to put in the work. And see, to put in that work, man, you're going to be broken. To put in that work, man, you're going to be bawling and crying and facing loneliness and frustration and all this other crap. Why? Because you got to have all this crap broken off of you. You got to have all this crap cut away from you. It's like the diamond in the rough. Man, it's surrounded in dirt and mud and all this other crap. And so the person has to come in and see this diamond and all this crap on it. And he has to clean it up. He has to chisel some stuff away from it. Why? So that it can be seen for what it really is. So that the value can be really seen in it. And that's how we are. That's what God has to do with us. But we don't want to go through that work. We don't want to go through that process. We want to just pop our neck, our collar, and say, I'm a king, I'm a queen, I'm the chosen one, I'm a boss. And then expect everybody to treat us like that. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. I love you guys, and thank you guys for being with me. I know that this wasn't expected as far as this live session. Man, I appreciate you guys for being with me and just allowing me to talk into your lives and speak over your lives. Man, I appreciate you too, Lamont. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate what you guys are doing. I appreciate you guys' energy, man, and I love you guys. I truly, truly love you guys. And people trip out. I was like, how can you say you love people and you love everybody and you don't even know these people? Family, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We got to elevate our thinking. All right. If we can hate people just because of the color of their skin and not know anything about them, how come we can't love people just because that they're human? If we can hate people because they're homosexual, if we can hate people because of their politics, because of their religious beliefs and their nationality and all this other crap, we hate people for this stuff. How come we just can't love people just because they're human? Just because they're human. I salute each and every one of you. I love you. Happy healing. Peace.